Yo, what is up everybody? It's freaking back at it again. Now today we're going to be talking about this whole Solluminati and Adin Ross drama. Now if you guys don't know what's going on, basically Solluminati dropped a video yesterday saying how Adin Ross is basically preying on young men and making us look bad or some insinuative for that. I don't really know how to describe it, but you can go watch the video yourself. I've already seen several reactions. I've seen the original video, Flight Reacts, some Dante's, and Your Rage just dropped it, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. But you guys know, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know that we don't really react to the full video. I kind of like to skim down because I've already seen the video several times. You guys can watch it yourself. But what I want to do is I basically just want to break down like the points and kind of get my point of view on this. Now, Solluminati says that Adin Ross is a predator. Now, that is a pretty bold assumption. Like, predator doesn't have to mean preying on children, but like predator itself is not a good thing to say. And I believe his point is Adin constantly keeps doing gay stuff and it makes people feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't know exactly where he says it, but I'll try to play like some parts of the video and see where he says it.
First thing first, this is not a diss video to him at all. I'm about to explain something to y'all that y'all probably wasn't aware of. This is not a diss video to him at all.
See, that point over there, somebody needs to realize that you can say it's not a diss all you want, but it's definitely going to come out as a diss. And I think what he didn't realize was, he was calling Adin Biden the whole time because, bisexual Adin, just call him Biden, like fucking president. He doesn't do anything, but that's besides my point. You already made a meme out of Adin's name. So now people are gonna go in this chat and start spamming Biden Ross because Solluminati already made this whole dilemma about it. So the whole it's not a diss thing. I mean, he's trying not to make it a diss thing because if you guys watch Solluminati, like he's pretty harsh with his words. Well, I wouldn't say he's harsh with his words, but he like doesn't really have that much of a filter, and of course he doesn't think it's a diss, but it definitely comes out across like that, and I think that's what he does not realize. Because people are saying that Adin Ross deserves to be cancelled or some shit like that. He does not deserve to be cancelled. I'll go more over that later on in the video, but like the whole it's not a diss thing, I feel like it's a pretty weak point because it's like those YouTubers that expose someone and they're like, hey guys, I don't want you to go to their channel and I don't want you guys to harass them. But throughout the whole video, they just completely flame and just completely harass them. The only person I would say who doesn't really do that is Moist Critical because even though he exposes those type of scumbags, he does not want people to, literally harass them, and he hates that. He even warns them not to do it. So I can respect that, but like other YouTubers in general who had this whole I can make fun of them but you can't dilemma makes no sense. I think he's just doing that so his own fan base won't attack Adin's, but like, bro, you can't just say this is not a diss and then literally diss him throughout the entire video. If you guys have already seen it or seen the reaction, you would know that Solluminati was literally on this nigga's head for the entire video, bro. Like, so, yeah, I don't really know what to say, but I digress.
I'm about to explain something to y'all that y'all probably wasn't aware of.
Like I said, I'm not going to watch the whole video. I'm just going to go over some key points that he mentioned.
The bot. I got respect from you coming from the 2K community. I got a lot of respect from anybody that come from the same community.
Alright, basically over here, he's just giving Adin Ross, some credit points and some sympathy points. So I guess I agree with him. Not completely shitting on him, but still, bro, like, you can't just say this is not a diss. You continue to diss him the whole video, but I digress.
Because y'all know, we don't get no love or attention. 2K don't give a fuck about us.
I mean, he's not wrong about that, trust me. To be honest, I think for Mortal Kombat, it's even worse, bro. Like, I see like some fire ass clips. They barely get any recognition. I mean, look at my channel for example, bro. Like my Jake Paul edit itself has probably garnered more views than all my Mortal Kombat videos, bro. So I definitely understand where he's coming from.
right? So let's put your career to the side. Let's talk about you as a person. And the reason why I'm dropping this video, dude, I'm sorry, I tapped in, I got me some nature, and they told me to get you about the way. I'm about to acknowledge something that y'all probably knew, but y'all wasn't able to break down. Other YouTubers already know this shit too. They probably not able to explain it or break it down like I took my shirt off, not for your.
See the whole shirt. Like, let me go back.
So first thing first. All right, so listen.
See that edit was like, bro, something like that was not necessary. Like you could have just said, "Hold up, it's hot in here. Let me take off my shirt." But this man just edited it out, and then he tries to make fun of Adin, being like, "Hey, Adin, don't do any gay stuff. I know I'm shirtless, but you better not say any gay shit."
So Biden, I took my shirt off, not for your bi-curious fan base. Like, bro, control that shit. I'm hot as shit. I got this light on me. This is what I do. This is my natural habitat when I'm in the sun. Gay, sir. Gay, sir. Oh, I want to steal your energy. Like, you're not a friend I would call if I'm in beef with somebody. You are harmless. You like a
See over here, that's when like he starts to like be disrespectful. He's like, "Yeah, Adin, I would never call you if I was having beef with someone, or if I was in a fight, I would never call you because you would be completely useless." He's basically like, protagonizing Adin as this Twitch figure who's only useful just for clout and income. Now the thing is, he's not 100% wrong in that. To be honest, I kind of agree with it, but still, I think it's kind of fucked up. He's basically just saying Adin's just a puppet who people want to use advantage for on Twitch, and without that, he's basically useless. He's just saying that Adin is just a piggy bank. People only use him just to get some clout, and people had none. Not gonna deny that, but like, I just feel that's kind of messed up. But like I said, Solluminati does not really have that much of a filter. So let me continue.
your best friends are bitches. You know what I'm saying? You. You're Biden. The first thing I want to acknowledge, and I want to say this right now, I have no problem with the LGBTQ community.
See, that point over there, even if Dante mentioned it, he kinda had to say that because he was low-key bashing Adin so much about, him acting gay and him acting sus and bisexual that it kinda came across as homophobic. Now, me personally, I don't think so. I think people are just, being sensitive, and in this generation, we're filled with snowflakes. So, you say one thing about a gay person or someone who acts a little too gay, you're automatically labeled as a homophobe. I think what Solluminati did here was definitely a smart move. He for sure had to kind of mention that because if he kept making fun of Adin for acting gay and acting like a predator, then that would definitely come out as homophobic. So I feel like he was kind of forced to say that, but I can't really blame him, bro. I would have done the same thing if I was in his shoes.
All. I feel like y'all deserve y'all own fucking planet or something. Now remember, all gay people is not a part of the LGBTQ community. All gays and bisexuals, that's a community. Just like Black Lives Matter. All black niggas is not a part of Black Lives Matter, bro.
I mean, he's not lying, bro. Like, as a black person myself, not all black people are part of, the whole BLM movement. Now, I definitely agree with this saying, Black Lives Matter, and I respect people that try to make a change in this world, but, like, the corporation itself and the greedy, money-hungry whores who, take advantage of these black versus white situations, like the whole George Floyd situation, people breaking into stores and these news outlets just racking up, money from this, and these greedy corporations just using BLM for their advantage. I definitely agree with that. I feel like the LGBTQ, the same applies, but not as much because, like, Black Lives Matter, not all black people are a part of it, but the LGBTQ, same thing applies, but I feel like a lot of people, who are non-straight are typically in that community. It's like if you're not straight and you're you're like bisexual, gay, lesbian, etc., it's like you're automatically placed in that pedestal. Now, me personally, I've never seen, a gay person who is not part of the whole LGBTQ corporation movement, or whatever you want to call it. So I feel like it's more common to see a non-straight person in that community than a non-straight person who isn't in that community. But I definitely agree with Solluminati's coming from.
Out here telling y'all to get vaccines and go riot and protest and break into stores. Bro, that's a group that's made by these fucking demons. That has
Yeah, I
nothing to
agree
do
with
with
that,
us.
bro. Like,
I
people
want to say
that
this off the rip right
use
now. I
Black
have
Lives
no
Matter just
problem
for that are like complete scums.
with anybody that don't. The first thing I want to talk about you, Biden. Number one, the people around you. If you came out and actually said that you was gay, how many of these niggas that be fucking with you on your streams and all this extra shit would still be there?
Now, that's actually a good point because a lot of people need to realize this, but your favorite Twitch streamer, he might say, oh, I would still fuck with Adin no matter what. But let's be honest, bro. If Adin was to actually come out as gay, most likely a lot of them would not, mess around with him. Now, like Solluminati mentions further throughout this video, he would get like more publicity, like Lil Nas X, for example. When he came out the closet, guess what? Everyone was fucking this. Well, not everyone, but he was getting hella attention on the radio. It's like the second he came out as gay, he got so much recognition, but at the same time, like people around him just like stopped fucking around. Like a lot of people were against him. He was doing lots of controversy stuff. Even like LGBTQ people didn't like him because he was over exaggerating like how gay people act. So I definitely get where Solluminati's coming from. It's like a lot of people would say they'll still fuck with you, but then once that time actually comes, a majority of them most likely won't. I feel like they're only friends with Adin. They're probably actually genuine friends, but they don't want to mess around with that whole him actually being gay, and they probably don't rock with that. But I'm not Adin's friends. I don't know. I can't confirm myself, but that's just all I have to say. So Solluminati, I can't 100% guarantee what he's saying is right, but I definitely get where he's coming from.
If you came out and said that you was gay, you would grow crazy. You would get so much love and new fans, but all these niggas around you would leave.
I agree with the first part. The second part is debatable.
I think they feel you like a predator.
See, that's when things get out of pocket. Predator is crazy, bro. But I definitely get where he's coming from, and I'll even bring up like some sources to back up Solluminati's point even further. See, over here, the best example I could probably find is Adin with speed. Now, if you guys don't know what predator means, it basically means doing very, weird or disgusting sexual behavior around young people. Now, the thing is, during this time, I believe Adin was 20 and Speed is 16, so that thing itself should already say enough, but like, Adin feels too comfortable around Speed to be doing this shit when he's a minor. Now, I'm not trying to say, Adin's a pedophile, but I'm just saying if Speed was a girl and Adin was doing this, there would be a whole different story. Like, that's kind of weird, bro. Like, Adin twerking in front of a 16-year-old when he's in his 20s. Like, I can understand why Solluminati meets. He's saying predator behavior. Now, that's probably all the Adin Ross fans. Well, he's just joking, and Speed's doing it too, so it doesn't matter. Like, bro, it don't matter. Like, he's a grown-ass man twerking in front of a 16-year-old, bro. That's one of the things I didn't really fuck with Adin. Like, I didn't mind if he was, doing such shit in front of his friends, but like, once you start doing it towards minors, bro, I feel like you take it too far, and even though he was too comfortable with it. Now, this isn't the best example. I believe, like, yeah, bro, like,
Jesus, yo.
See, bro, he's getting too comfortable. And when Solluminati said that people who hang around with Adin act quote unquote bisexual, I personally don't agree with that because with that same logic, that means, if you were to watch porn at a young age, does that automatically mean that you want to become a porn star or some shit like that? No. I feel like people can make their own decisions. So when kids are watching Adin Ross, it honestly depends on how the kid takes in this information. And a lot of people say it's the parents' responsibility, but guys, we live in a time and age where parents can't really monitor everything, bro. Like the internet is so accessible that the parents cannot really do anything about it. Like I even mentioned, porn, bro. It's so accessible and it's hard for your parents to stop you from watching it. So your parents probably doesn't even know if you watch it or not. Now, me personally, I don't, but that's all I'm saying. So the people around Adin or his fan base, I can agree, but at the same time, I don't. Like Speed, for example, you guys can. Oh, let me get this time for sus. But like Speed, for example, I definitely believe that ever since he started hanging around with Adin, bro, he's definitely been doing a lot of questionable things. Like he was even sucking imaginary dick on both music videos, Shake 1 and Shake 2. I feel like Adin played a role in that. And like I said, it's Speed's fault because at the end of the day, you have the power to control your own will. It's like if I'm playing, if I'm watching these bad videos or playing rated M games, like let's say I'm playing GTA for example, and I start killing people in it. Does that mean, hey, I just want to kill people in real life all of a sudden and commit GTA in real life? No, it depends on the person who's doing that. So Solluminati is saying that people who watch Adin have a high chance of acting gay or being gay. I don't agree with that, but I can see where he's coming from. Like I don't know how to describe it, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like Adin is not a predator, but the way he acts around Speed, I can definitely understand. And I don't know if the 1v1, yeah, the 1v1 clip isn't here, but the 1v1 clip is definitely predatorial vibes. Like Adin was like Speed and Adin were grabbing each other's asses, and people they were like, "Whoa, Speed 16, bro, what the hell?" But since they're both boys, no one cares. But I'm guaranteed if Speed was a female and they were grabbing each other's asses, Adin would have been canceled a long time ago. So I definitely understand the predatorial vibes Adin can give, but like at the same time, he doesn't mean it like that. It's kind of hard to explain. Now, like I mentioned several times, I don't want to drag the video out and react to the entire thing, but the predator thing I can kind of get, but at the same time, that's a very bold assumption. Does Adin Ross make men feel uncomfortable? I definitely believe so. Like, I remember he made a video with Zias before, or he was in Zias' video, I'm not so sure, but basically they were working out together, and Adin was, acting hella sus. Like, the more he acted sus, the worse he would get. So, like, let's say he did like 3 weird moments, it would progressively get worse every time. I remember the worst part was when Zias was doing a bench press, and this man Adin just sat on his dick. Well, was about to sit on his dick, and then Zias just got up quickly and was literally about to fight this dude, but he controlled himself back. So Adin definitely has to chill out with the gay shit, and I believe he has, bro. Like Adin, he has not been doing that much gay stuff, but like Adin definitely needs to chill out with that. I don't really care if he says gay things, like, doesn't affect me, nor do I care, but when he starts to be physical around people, that's where it's a problem. Like, you should never be physical, like, constantly. Like, we've all done at least one gay thing or said one sus thing, but like, Adin, he makes it OD, and I believe that that's like his whole personality, which he's tried to slowly walk away from it, but like, bro, you're known for doing that, and someone not even mentions it throughout the video. So Let me just play some more parts of the video and you see for yourself.
And kids jack off him and this shit. These is little children. They're child.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, people that watch Adin are most likely like 9 to 13 years old. Even in like a fan meetup or fans met him at Disney World, bro, all those niggas were below the age of 14, bro. Guarantee. I saw so many little kids, and these are the kids that are spamming L and random shit in his chat, but I digress.
But for grown men out here, dude, you are literally emasculating men.
That also is a bold assumption, but I kind of agree with that. Like, Adin acts very feminine, and he kind of brings that towards the youth. Like, let's be honest, ever since Adin was on Twitch, bro, a lot more niggas have been way too open to be saying gay stuff. But we'll just watch the rest of the video.
You are a perfect plant. You are a perfect seeded plant to destroy men. You got all these niggas with their fingers wrapped around. Bro, listen.
Alright, this one's a bit over exaggerated, but I'm gonna just skip to the main part.
Weird ass for sucking dick. If you around Adin long enough, 9 times out of 10, you gonna become bi-curious. You gonna start saying shit that you didn't normally say.
See, this is why I mentioned about the whole speed thing. Now, that honestly varies on the person. Like, Adin, he does not make people gay. Like, at the end of the day, if you become gay because you saw some random dude on the internet acting sus, that's your fault, bro. Like, you can't blame Adin. But at the same time, like, he can definitely have an influence on these young kids. So I get what Solluminati's saying.
Used to watch them all the time, but now they like be saying gay shit and stuff.
That's true. I'm not even gonna deny that.
They like different now. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Biden, you like a predator, bro. I'm dead ass, bro. Like I'm trying to tell.
See, like I mentioned several times, I only agree with that when it comes to, minors like Speed, for example. Like, you should not be doing that weird shit around kids who are under the age of consent, bro. Like, I don't care if they're both dudes. I don't care if Speed has he's at that point where he can do whatever he wants, bro. Like, at the end of the day, he's still a minor, and he should not be acting like that.
What you are, because you faking it so you can get away with this shit.
Solluminati's basically just saying that Adin is acting gay. Like, he really is gay, but he's trying to act like he's acting like he's gay just so he can cover it up. But I don't know about that. I'm not too sure. But Adin probably has some gay tendencies, and we don't know.
But these people out here getting bullied, killed for being really gay.
I mean, I agree with that, but like, he's trying to make Adin seem like the bad guy for, acting gay and mocking them, but that's just not what it is.
You trolling them.
So I get what Solluminati is trying to make, because, there's actually gay people who get bullied and possibly even killed for this, especially back in the day. But like, bro, times have changed. Just because Adin is acting gay doesn't mean he's clowning people who are gay and, getting bullied or some shit like that. You can say the same thing about black people. Like, you know how many jokes people make about BLM? It doesn't mean, they're just shitting on all the black activists and all the civil rights activists and everyone who supported it. It doesn't mean they're just clowning it just because they made a couple of jokes about it. But like I said, I know where somebody's coming from. But
you know what I mean? And I'm just talking about the people around you right now. What I'm trying to tell y'all is this. Let me chill for a minute. If you somebody that hang around Adin and you are a man, right? I want you to look me in my eyes and tell me this. You hang around him, right? If your son came around you and around the house while you was chilling with your girl or your bros, and your son said, "Hey dad, I'm about to go suck some," the shit that he be saying, you would beat his little ass, won't you?
See, people.
And he said,
a lot of people said he was being homophobic for that, but to be honest, he really wasn't. Like, think about it. If your son was out here saying that, he's about to suck some dick, you will most likely beat his ass. I would too, bro. You can call me homophobic all you want, but like, bro, I don't mind gay people. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. But I don't want my son to do that, bro. I don't raise my son. That's not how we do it in our culture. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want my son to say those things, especially at a young age. Like, let's say he's 18 or older and he moved out of his own house and then he ended up being gay. That wouldn't really bother me that much because, you know, he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. He's not in my house. But, like, when you're under my house, you're a kid and you're already saying, you know, you're about to suck some D. That's where, like, it's not funny anymore. So I definitely agree with somebody who's coming from. A lot of people have said it's quote-unquote homophobic, which I can kind of get that point of view, but at the same time, not really, bro. I feel like most men who don't fuck with that type of shit in their family do the same thing. I definitely would too, bro. Like, I don't want my 10-year-old son saying he's sucking dick, and a lot of people are trying to say, well, he's a kid, he doesn't know any better. Bro, don't try to justify a kid saying he's jokingly about to suck some dick. Like, come on, bro, you can't even justify that, but I digress.
And he said, for you to fake like you fuck with this nigga, these industry niggas is no different than OnlyFans stocks that want attention and likes for they OnlyFans.
I mean, that's true. That's like the main reason people hang around with Adin, just so they can get like more views and clout. But he's kind of making it seem like Adin is this little tool, but he kind of just goes on a rant about, you know, Adin acting gay, destroying the youth, and people using him for clout, and, you know, him being a puppet.
They don't want you to be regular though. They simple. Use a bot so you don't really realize it. But I see it. Look at your comments. People want the old you back. They want
that is true, bro. Like, Adin, since he's notorious for being this foo-foo boy who acts sus around people, the kids that watch his videos are there for him to act gay around like these popular influencers and wants to see their reaction. So when Adin is not doing that anymore, they low-key kind of go away. Like, when you blow up from something and then you stop doing that thing, a lot of your fans are going to leave because that's what they came for. And I feel like the same situation applies with Adin.
They don't want you to be regular though.
That's true.
Because you're not masculine at all. Anyway, I just wanted to break him down in a different point of view. I still think he's top 5 streamers of all time. Biden. Anyway, take care of yourself, man. Him as a person, you destroying people, bro. Your time has come. Biden. Anyway, take care of yourself, man. Make sure.
I don't remember exactly where he said it, but he basically said Adin was like a predator, pedophile, which pedophile is crazy, but I think he was just trying to say some words. Adin actually mean it, but yeah. Alright, so basically sum this video out. I'm just gonna, you know, give my personal thoughts. I think Solluminati made a lot of good points, you know. Adin is definitely making these kids too comfortable acting sus, and there's nothing wrong, you know, being gay, but when you're only being gay just because your favorite influencers, that's where it becomes the problem. Adin, I guess, is destroying masculinity, which, not really, bro. It's not like he's Hitler and just making people follow the strict policy and he's killing off all the other ones. Like, that makes no sense, bro. But someone like definitely made a lot of good points. Now, the thing I didn't like how Adin responded is, instead of Adin admitting that, you know, he low-key kind of, you know, made these kids too comfortable acting certain ways or was a bad influence, he basically just pulled up, you know, an old clip of Solluminati just to make him look bad. I'll show you guys. Alright, so for context, basically there's this very old clip. It was released in 2017, but the clip itself, it was uploaded in 2017, and the clip itself was probably like, you know, from 2008. Adin basically brings this clip up to make Solluminati a hypocrite, because in this clip, Solluminati was acting hella sus, bro. Like, I think he put his dick or his ass on his friend's head as like a joke. Let me put the video. See, that was low-key sus.
Listen! Hold on a second!
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
Wait! Yo! Yo! It worked! Yo!
Yeah, that was very sus.
I ain't gonna lie, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. Listen to me.
That was
Listen,
sus,
bro.
But the thing is, it's not like Solluminati made a whole career off of being sus. That clip was probably so old that So probably forgot he even did that. Like, guys, that clip was during before 2010, bro. Like, somebody was literally a jit back then. He was probably like 14, 16 years old. I'm not justifying what he did, bro. I don't care how young you are. You should never do that gay shit, bro. Like, nah, bro. You put your cheeks on another man's head. Like, come on, dude. But like I said, that clip was 13 years or however old, and Aiden's basically just trying to use that clip as a scapegoat of him, not being eligible for any of the claims that some made against him. And I think that's probably fucked up because rather than Aiden trying to take any responsibility about, him making people feel uncomfortable when he gets physical with people or, says very, very explicit things, he just tries to bring up a clip of Solluminati to make him look bad, which I can't really blame him because he's trying to, defend himself, but at the same time, in Loki looks selfish, and it doesn't really make it doesn't really make Solluminati look hypocritical. If not, it makes Aiden look even more hypocritical. Cause bro, you were literally twerking in front of a 16-year-old, so you can't really bring up this clip and trying to make Solluminati look bad as a shit. Like, bro, man's was 14 to 16 years old. We've all done something sus at that age, at least one time. But like, yeah, I feel like this clip was a very bad claim. It didn't really help, you know, it didn't really help Aiden. Now, I'm not justifying what somebody did. Like, bro, I don't care how young you are. Like, bro, you should not be doing that. But like I said, that was more than a decade old. And bringing up this clip does not just de-invalidate whatever word you want to use. All of Solluminati's claims, like, they're still valid, and people are trying to be like, oh yeah, Solluminati, you lost the argument, he got exposed 4K. Like, bro, this clip is so old. Aiden, you literally made your whole career off of being gay and make people feel uncomfortable. Solluminati didn't. I'm not trying to, dick ride so, but that's literally the truth. And people are saying that, all his points are invalid because of this clip, y'all are tripping. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't believe Aiden should be cancelled, but definitely should chill out with the gay stuff and should, Loki take responsibility on this. And somebody might have to respond to this video. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm freaking out. Get rich with my friends,